saddle pals, always together in all kinds of weather, reeling, rocking, rolling down the trail.
Yes. Who are you? That's what I wanted to talk about today. Basically, getting down to the rudiments of what it is to be gay. Now, coming out to your parents is really difficult. Coming out to your friends is really difficult. But the person that's really hard to come out to is yourself. Now, I know that a lot of you that I'm talking to right now have already come out. And you've come out maybe to your parents or to your friends or a group of those people. But you have to think back. There was a time in which you had to adjust to being a gay person. You had to say to yourself, yes, I'm attracted in some sexual, romantic way to that boy over there. You had to say that to yourself. And that wasn't necessarily an easy thing to come to terms with, but by the time you did come to terms with it, you'd thought about it a lot, maybe in a lot of roundabout ways. It's very hard to come to admit to yourself that you're different in some way that's profoundly different than the rest of society. And it's something about yourself that, if you're young enough, it's something that keeps changing. And it just keeps changing, and it keeps changing. And there's a lot of young fellows out there that ask me a few questions, and I know that a lot of you who are older are going to think that maybe they're a little silly, but some of them are from younger boys. And like one boy wanted to know that, I like other boys, does that mean that I'm a girl inside? Or does it mean that I'm a sissy, that I have to act like a sissy? And this is one of the most important things, is just because you come out and you're a gay person, you were whatever you've been all those years before, and you were still that. You were still that same boy, that same person. You understand something about yourself now. You understand why you feel a certain way about a certain boy or a certain kind of situation. And those are great understandings to have, but it doesn't change who you are, and it isn't necessary for you to all of a sudden adapt some kind of a new lifestyle. Because it's important to remember, particularly at this stage in your life, that if you're gay, then God or nature or whatever made you that way. This is how you are. This is the natural state of being for you. But how you become gay, how you behave as a gay person, what kind of romantic and sexual attractions you have and attachments that you develop, those are things that you develop. Those are things that are part of you as a person and you as an individual. So it's very important to think about, what kind of a gay person am I going to be? What kind of a role model am I going to follow? Now, at the beginning of this film, there was a variety of people, some of them gay, some of them not, but they're all people who a lot of gay people pattern their lives after or admire or somehow hold them up as role models. It's important to know who your role models are. Who would you like to be like? Who do you want to grow up to be? What kind of relationship do you want to have? There's a lot of variety. There's a lot of choice in the gay community, just as there is in the straight community. A lot of young people don't know how to act on dates. They go out with a young man for the first time. They don't know whether to treat it like a date or whether it's just a couple of guys going out having a good time, or should one of them act like a girl? Should one of them act more like a girl? You know, I mean, there's a lot of questions that people, sometimes they don't even dare ask themselves, but they're questions that go around in your mind. And the important thing is to be yourself. Be who you've always been. Don't worry about what other people call you or say, oh, you don't fit into this or you don't fit into that role model or something like that. Be yourself. That's the important thing. I mean, how you relate to one another as friends will determine what roles you play in a relationship, if there's to be any role playing at all. But the important thing is, before you start playing any kind of a role in any kind of a relationship, know who you are as a gay person. Understand who you are, what kind of a gay person you are. Look at it. Look how you feel about other people. Talk to other gay people that you may know. That's really important. But anyway, that's the first thing that I want to have in this How to Be Gay 101 class, and that is that I want to tell you to be yourself, because you're the first person that you're going to come out to, and you need to know what kind of a gay person that you are. And that's my first one. Now next time I'm going to be talking about how your parents blackmail you into trying to get you to not be gay. And hopefully that won't be as harsh as it seems, but that's what I'm going to be talking about next. So anyway, I'll see you all next time, and hang in there, and I hope to hear from some of you. Bye-bye now.
Be in clover when our work is over, reeling, rocking, rolling down the trail.